Alright, welcome to LuckerDogsCast, episode 39, I think. And what's up? I'm Lucas. This is Arvinder.
Me.
Alright, and we're good. So here we go.
No, the rest of them.
You get the rest of them.
Right.
That was my handoff.
Okay, then this is BeomHe. Yeah, that's that guy.
Yo, what's up, guys?
No one said this is Shashank.
Damn.
Oh shit.
But that was Shashank. Now you say it.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Oh shit.
Oh my god, what is this like your first time actually doing this?
Yes.
No, not you, the guy who is like being late to the talking.
He's probably playing Uncharted right now.
Are you playing Uncharted right now?
No, I already beat the game.
Yeah, but you were just playing it a second ago.
But that doesn't mean I'm playing now.
No, we're saying
PS4 right now and see if he is.
No, that means I have to actually go and be distracted. And I'm a professional.
But then we could play CSGO right now.
No, shut up. Stop trying to get away.
Or Dark Souls, because we still haven't finished the call playing
happen. It's not gonna happen.
Wait, it's been happening.
No, it's a joke.
What a joke. Hilarious. Haha. Everyone laugh.
Insert like some blast track right there.
No. That's like way too much work.
Oh, I can get one for you.
A laugh track?
No.
Yeah,
can make one for you.
Let me just find one for you.
No, don't. Please don't. It's fine.
Why? Why?
Because then we'd just be wasting time on doing dumb shit like that.
Okay, I won't do that then.
Oh, wait. You actually listen to me.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna do it.
I just expected you to continue doing whatever you're gonna do.
That's messed up.
What do you mean?
Why did I do that?
Because you do that all the time.
No.
Every time I'm like, yo, Luke, remember that time where I was like, yo, Lucas, make the transition for me? And you didn't?
2 times.
No, you said one. You can't change it now. So you gotta either make the transition or the other thing that I already forgot about.
Wow.
Here, I'll make a transition right now. You can just sample this part. Right?
Alright.
You ready? Ready? Here we go. Transition.
Oh my god, ow!
That was actually really good.
Oh, I don't know, man. That might be like
Too good.
painful. No, yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah,
Too good.
Yeah, that's good.
I should release it.
Yeah.
Everyone would really want to use.
That's your ticket to becoming famous.
Speaking of becoming famous, Lucas, what did you do this week?
What the fuck? What kind of shitty transition was that?
Hey,
Fucking transition with the non sequitur.
you better.
What's a non sequitur?
Go Google it.
You know how normally you sequit?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
True.
True.
Yeah, but like if you take the sequit away, then you non sequitur.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Well,
Speaking of the dumbest thing,
Lucas, what did you do this week?
I don't know, man. I didn't really do a whole lot of anything, honestly.
Nothing at all. You've been just sitting.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't put Lucas on the spot.
I mean,
you know what I did?
what?
I got some Chinese food. That was pretty cool.
Are you gonna describe the Chinese food or anything?
Oh, it was actually like probably the most bland Chinese food I've ever had. So you know how the default thing to get is just chicken and broccoli?
For you, yeah.
Well, no, for everybody. So
No, for you, yeah.
No, for you.
No, so for everybody.
Yeah, so for white people, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
The first time when we went to fucking Stuff Your Face, you basically got that shit, but like in a calzone.
Because I couldn't have any cheese, dude. It was different.
Yeah, dude. It was back when you were actually lactose intolerant.
Even though I'm not. So there was also no sauce in it, from what I remember. It was just like the most disgustingly dry calzone of all time. It was just broccoli and chicken in bread.
Did you try adding some soy sauce?
No. Oh, no. I was talking about Stuff Your Face. So this one...
Oh.
So this one was chicken and
Sounds like the
broccoli
same
in
thing.
whatever sauce they usually put in it, that greasy shit.
Yeah.
And normally it tastes like something. This time it tasted like absolutely nothing. It was basically just water flavored, and I was really confused, so I dumped all the soy sauce they gave.
That's perfect for you, though.
Nah,
What about chicken?
because there was also the broccoli. You gotta do more with the broccoli. But I ordered dumplings along with it, because I always order dumplings, because it's way better than the entree 100% of the time. I don't know why that is, but it's just true. And
Then why don't you just get dumplings by themselves?
yeah, I've been thinking about that. I'll probably do that next time, to be honest. But it comes with that like chili sauce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fucking amazing. I love that chili sauce. I should just get some for myself. But other than that, I finished the dumplings and I dumped the chili sauce into the chicken and broccoli also. So now we have like chicken and broccoli regular sauce. We have soy sauce and we have the dumpling chili sauce all in there. And then it was like not tasting like water anymore. It kind of tasted like something. But I don't know what kind of something and whether anyone but me would have considered it good.
But did you consider it good?
No.
That means it's really bad.
Alright.
That means you're treading on the line of inedible.
Yeah. And then they gave me more rice than there was food. So normally what I do is I mix like the rice and the food, but then I ended up eating most of the chicken and broccoli the first meal, and the second meal it was just rice with a hint of chicken.
That sucks.
Why?
Also, it was brown rice.
What are you trying to be healthy or something?
No, I just like brown rice. It's got character to it.
Brown rice is...
No. Please
It's got
explain.
the brownness.
No, explain what that means.
It's
It
got
has character to it. White rice is the default rice, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
brown rice tastes good because it's like different.
It's exotic.
So,
exactly.
the
I have to
only-
agree with Lucas here.
The only reason it's good is because it's different, not because there's anything.
No, it tastes kind of different. It tastes kind of like heartier and like better.
Hardier. It tastes
hardier and better. Yeah, better
Yeah.
things taste better.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's
And
true.
hardier. Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I also had?
What?
A guy at work brought
I thought,
donuts.
What?
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 I thought you were going to
Donuts.
say, you know what I also had? A guy at work. I literally just ate a guy.
Fucking Hannibal over here.
Yeah. Fuck,
Tell
man.
me about your
Yeah, so at first I didn't have any, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna have a donut, because I haven't had a donut in like 5 years or something like that. So I had the one that I would get, which is the powdered with the cream in the middle. I don't know what that's called, but whatever that is.
That's disgusting, dude.
What do you mean? It's so good. But this one
Disgusting.
This
Yeah, you
one-
should get the fuck out.
was more donut than cream filling, and I came to
They
the
got
conclusion. Yeah, I came to the conclusion that a Dunkin' Donuts donut is better than this like fucking fancy New York donut I had.
Well, that's
And
probably
everyone
because
was
it's
like,
like
"You're
the
wrong."
real
donuts are
donut.
good. Dunkin' Donuts are good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. People are all against chains and stuff, but I also rediscovered the McDouble, and that shit is like literally the perfect food. So.
Yo, Lucas, when you become like old and ARP starts mailing you stuff, if you sign up for ARP, when you order a donut, you get a free coffee. Or is
Oh,
it if you
shit.
order a free if you order a coffee, you get a free donut? Either way,
If you order a free coffee,
either way, you get something free. So,
Hell yeah, man.
That's your
Even though I won't have any
senior
use for
privilege pass.
yeah, man.
don't you like coffee, Lucas?
Not anymore.
Oh,
Because my stomach.
It's okay, man. Coffee shit anyway.
Nah, dude, you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Well, it's not that coffee is shit. It's that coffee leads to becomes shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like,
So-
well, extra shit of the day.
Yeah, but more like incredible pain and
Alright,
suffering.
well, I don't have incredible pain. I'm just like, well, this is just gonna make me poop more than normal, so I don't need that.
Oh, that's horrifying. You definitely don't need that
Exactly. I gotta stay away from it.
shit. No, dude. So that was my week. Also, I got 4 McDoubles for $5, so that was pretty sweet.
Joe, we're proud of you.
I don't.
doubles for what?
$5. It's a deal they're doing. You can do it too.
Wait, that's great. It's actually really.
Wow.
There's actually
Also,
that's 4 meals
What?
for $5.
That's not.
It's
what?
more like one in the
about?
third meals, to be
Yeah.
honest.
For Lucas, that's just like normal.
Yeah.
For the 4 McDoubles, it doesn't really matter how many meals you can get out of it, because for Lucas, if it's in front of him, that's one meal.
Yeah, man.
No matter what it is, how much there is, if it's there and he has to eat it all at once.
No, I actually saved the 4th burger
Wow.
and ate it for dinner at
Oh.
4 o'clock.
Wait, so that day you only consume McDoubles.
That day, meaning today. No, I also had some frozen burritos. That was pretty good. And I just had this this amazing whatever this stuff is. So that was pretty fun. And that was it. I'm out of soup, so I need to get more soup.
So have you like grown up as a person now that you can stop yourself from eating everything?
No.
Nah.
Oh,
If anything, I've gotten worse.
well that's awful. Alright, well,
Yeah.
someone else start talking about their week while I go close my door.
No goes.
I'm already catching my nose.
Well, I gotta go close the door.
No, you don't.
Just talk about it from over there, dude.
No, you won't
Yeah.
hear it. I'm gonna go
Just
close
shout.
the door.
Just shout.
No.
Shout. 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 Arvinder.
You are you there?
Alright, I'm back from the door.
Yeah, dude. Tell us about your shitty week.
Oh, I gotta start now? Oh man, I wasn't ready for this. Is this what it feels like on the other side?
Yeah, totally.
What on the other side?
Like, I usually ask other people and they're like, what? I wasn't ready for that. Because I usually get to go last and think about it while I'm sitting there. But now you guys are just like, well, now it's your turn.
I'm pretty hungry.
Alright, just go on.
You just fucking ate some shit.
Well, you know how, like, sometimes you're not hungry, but then, like, you ate a little bit, and that makes you more hungry?
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Like, you should always...
Except I was also already hungry, so it doesn't count.
I think he's giving you implicit, like, permission to crinkle the
No,
thing
I'm
up
not.
again.
No, I'm not. You are not allowed to eat. You are not allowed to eat or make crinkly noises. But I'll actually talk about what I did.
Fascist.
Because...
Can it be quiet, crinkly noises?
What does that even mean?
Like
Take a look at the
kind of like this, right? You can hear it maybe, but not.
No. Like, it's always gonna be
Soft
like...
background.
No.
Ambiance.
It just makes the audio worse by being there.
Oh.
What makes
It's
it
like
worse?
any noise. It's like when Ray types. Like, it's not that
Wait,
loud.
us talking is noise.
No, that's okay noise. That's like the allowed noise. Everything else is not allowed. You know what I mean?
Fascist.
So it's a quiet?
What?
Never mind. That was real bad.
Alright, so I got Uncharted 4 this week, and I played Uncharted 4 this week, and before Shashank takes over the conversation...
I'm not gonna say anything until it's my week.
Wait, you know... Well, no, you should say it now so that you get it out of the way, instead of doing it, me talking about it now, and then cutting it out.
It doesn't matter, because he's gonna, like, double over what he said.
Just don't do that. Just talk about it now, and then don't talk about it later.
Wait, I wanted to talk about Uncharted 4 with my own opinions later.
You can. You know how, like, sometimes people have conversations about things? Like,
Yeah.
I say something and you say, huh, that was interesting. Well, I have a kind of a different opinion, or I agree. And then you say something, and then we go back and forth.
I don't know how that works, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I usually just soliloquy.
No, you don't always have to monologue. You can always...
No, I don't
Dialogue.
monologue.
No. He doesn't monologue, he soliloquy.
What if I want to live as a log, though?
Dude, I'll
You
ask
can't,
for
you're a person.
Arvinder. I knew him well.
Alright, well, as, I was saying, Uncharted 4 is pretty much like the old Uncharted games in a lot of ways, with the good, Last of Us mechanics being put in there to make it better, and with PS4 power to make it look like freaking real life.
I don't know if the Last of Us mechanics, it's clunky like certain parts. When you're playing Crushing, maybe because you have to move fast, but the Last of Us engine, or whatever they use, like that type of physics engine, it kind of messes up when you're like moving from ledge to ledge really quickly or something. Like, there's been times when I'm sitting at a ledge and I guess I'm inputting too much, and Drake just doesn't move to the next ledge. He'll just get stuck.
So what you're saying is, it's more like real life, because in real life you can't just go, input, do stuff. You have to do things one at a time.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get used to that.
Also, the problem might be that you're playing on Crushing for your first playthrough, which is usually not a good idea. But,
I also found out that it's actually easier to play Crushing on your second playthrough because you get to use the bonuses here.
So, like I said, usually not a good idea to play the hardest difficulty first time through.
Yeah, I guess. But it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Well, it's also just easier this time around, because in this game, at least up to the point where I played it, which is pretty close to the end of the game, from what I think will be the end of the game, there's a lot less shooting stuff going on, which means that the crushing difficulty makes less of a difference now.
I'm not gonna make any comments about that because the crushing difficulty is actually really hard. It's probably the hardest that I've played in any Uncharted game.
Yeah, so I guess the other thing you could say is that the enemy AI is a lot better, because it's the Last of Us AI stuff going on, where the guys, like, the guys in the front will start shooting you and stuff, and then, like, one or two guys will always go around you and shoot you in the back, and you're like, oh, well, looks like I'm dead now.
What chapter are you on, though? So that just to make sure that I don't say anything that's spoiled.
Well, just don't spoil things anyway.
Well, I mean, like, I just want to get a feeling for where you are.
I think I'm on, like, chapter 11 or 12 or something.
Okay, so then I can't say what I was gonna say.
Yeah, just
basically.
don't just go spoiling things.
I wasn't gonna spoil things. I was just wanting to get.
Think about the viewer.
Yo, but honestly though, like it's really hard. And then like it wasn't until the end of the game that I realized there was an aim assist mode.
Oh yeah, they added aim assist now because a lot of people just don't like the way Uncharted shooting works. So they actually did something so that it's easier for those people that don't like it, and they can get through those parts easier.
If I didn't cheese certain areas on crushing, I wouldn't have been able to beat it without aim assist. It's just impossible. It's actually, like, it actually is impossible. There's just not enough cover, and just, like, the enemies are too good. It's...
you're just not good enough.
Sounds like you're just not good enough. Yeah.
No, because
it's perfectly fine. You know, there are a lot of things that look impossible, but if you try hard enough, you'll beat it.
Shut up. Because I thought I was being bad, right? But then I went to Reddit, and I got a lot of comments about this, and if I could go back, I wouldn't play it on crushing my first playthrough.
Oh man, wow.
Or I would play it on crushing my first playthrough, and play with aim assist on.
Alright, so pretty much what you're saying is, I was right, and you should have listened to me.
I just didn't play it the way that, like, I was supposed to play it, because aim assist makes it actually bearable on crushing.
I don't know, man. Aim assist isn't automatically turned on, so it's not necessarily the way to play.
Ooh.
It's actually automatically turned off.
But you haven't played on crushing, though.
Yeah, I haven't played on crushing because I'm not an idiot. I understand that you have to be pretty good at the game to beat it on crushing, and doing that on your first playthrough is usually not very easy to do.
Well,
I'm getting the feeling that you both suck.
I do suck, but I accept that I suck. This guy denies that he sucks.
Wait, I didn't say that.
Look at me. Look at my integrity.
Yeah, look at my integrity.
Look at it. Look at my character.
It is out there, shining bright.
Like a diamond.
Alright, but...
continue with your week, Arvinder.
Alright, so something that Shashank kinda did, but I did a lot more, was that I played a lot of the Uncharted 4 multiplayer, which I think is not as good as the Last of Us multiplayer, but is a lot better. Yeah, it's a lot better than the multiplayer from Uncharted 2 and 3.
What's so different about it?
The Last of Us multiplayer was not balanced, though.
Yeah, who cares about balance, man? Modern Warfare 2 had some of the most unbalanced bullshit I've ever seen, and that was like some of the most fun I've ever had in competitive multiplayer.
This isn't that fun. I mean, like, multiplayer is kind of fun, but like, it's just... I don't know. I didn't like it that much either. And compared to other third-person multiplayer games.
Alright, but...
What's so different about it between the earlier games?
So, in Uncharted 2 and 3, it was pretty much the exact same gameplay stuff that you normally had, but they made a couple things different where, like, they added sprinting in Uncharted 2 and 3. The multiplayer part, and not the single-player part, right? And, well, one, they took out the sprinting stuff now. They added the hook stuff now, so that way there's a lot more traversal stuff going on.
Verticality.
Yeah, pretty much. Because you can go and you can move from one spot to others much faster than you usually could, which is probably why they took out the sprinting.
And they have the charge up melee. But I thought the grappling part, the traversal, isn't that useful because you're pretty much like so open.
The point of it's just
but then the point is you get fast movement.
Yeah. It's like how you use sprinting. You don't sprint while you're fighting guys. You sprint to get to fighting guys or to get to other places faster, which is what the grappling does. You don't get on the grapple and start shooting guys.
No, yeah.
Playing Scout in TF2.
No,
yeah.
I understand everything except for the Scout reference because I don't play TF2. But it's just that, like, for some of the maps, it was just when you're grappling, like some of the grappling areas were just in the middle of the map. The complete middle. Like that one tutorial map, which is also pretty common. We played that a few times, right?
Yeah.
You would never, I don't think, like, anybody would grapple there because you pretty much...
I grapple there all the time when the enemies aren't shooting me.
I guess.
Yeah. You just,
maybe I haven't
if you're poorly grappling, I can understand, but you know. But
maybe
the other...
someone's bad at grappling.
The other thing they added were the use of sidekicks, where you can summon...
Sidekicks?
Yeah, you can summon an AI player. Like, one will be a brute who just has a minigun and can shoot a lot, but is slow. You can summon a medic who will help out you and your teammates when you get downed. And a sniper who you can put, like, on a perch, and they'll just shoot guys they see in their sight. So far, at least from what I've played and what other teams have been doing, the entire team just uses a bunch of brutes. Because like, every time the brute hits a guy, you gain points, and so you can buy more brutes. So you just put a brute down, and you got like 3 brutes in one area who are just shooting the enemy team. You're picking up points, and then you can just buy another brute.
Positive feedback.
Yeah, it's great. I love using the brute. The other thing they added were mysticals, which are like supernatural things going on, where like you one of them you throw. It's called the El Dorado. You throw it, it drops, and then there's like an AoE attack that it just attacks all the enemies and enemy sidekicks that are around it. There are some other ones which automatically pick up or revive any downed friendlies. And then there's one where you can pretty much like go invisible every time you roll or jump and stuff, and it just increases your overall movement speed. So there's a lot more options now instead of just being the normal you shoot guys.
What about game types?
Game types, it's pretty much the same as Uncharted 2 and 3.
Are there any like interesting ones or?
No, it's just team deathmatch. There's the capture one, and then there's like the capture the flag type of thing.
That's what Last of Us had some cool game modes, right?
I don't know, it was the same thing. Like, it was just team deathmatch. And
no, but then didn't you have that like colony building thing?
Yeah, but that wasn't like part of the actual matches. That was just a side thing you did.
Yeah, that was on the side. Yeah. But it was nice because the game modes were so small. Like, the teams were really small, remember? The maps were kind of big for that few people.
Yeah, but I think The Last of Us multiplayer was a lot better than this one. But this one is still really fun to play. But like, you can really see that they learned a lot of cool things from the Uncharted one or the Last of Us one and put it into the Uncharted 4 one. So that was my Uncharted, the multiplayer and the game.
That's true.
Oh yeah, speaking of the other thing, the big thing I think they learned from The Last of Us was that don't just make your game 100% linear. Like, in the other Uncharted games, it used to be that you started from one spot and you had to get to another, and there was really only one path. In Uncharted 4, there's like,
so much more fluid.
There's always like 2 to 3 other paths that you can take, which makes it so that... Like, go ahead.
So inside one map? Or like...
Yeah, inside just the normal single player stuff, there's always multiple routes to get to the end. And you don't always have to go to the end.
Are there different endings or?
No, there aren't different endings. They're just like the map is just bigger.
It's just like
you just have, but like the story itself is linear.
Yeah, the story is the same. It's just that you might take this path, and like you might pick up. You might pick up something here, but you take the other path, you might pick up something different there, and something like that.
It's called the Quantic Dream method of world building.
What's that?
No, I'm just making a joke.
Oh, because it's all the same, doesn't matter. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, boy.
All right, but yeah, that was my Uncharted week. Shashank, do you have any other Uncharted things to add?
Can I just start off on my week or?
Yeah.
Alright, so I wasn't here last week, but I played 2 games in the last 2 weeks. Ratchet and Clank and Uncharted. Both of them like PS4 exclusives. Both are really, really good games, and I'd highly recommend anybody to get either of them.
Is Ratchet and Clank a remake or?
Yeah, it's a remake. I think I never played the original Ratchet and Clanks. Yeah, but
it's a remake of the first Ratchet and Clank, but with differences. Yeah.
Everybody has like some like trilogy of platformers that they liked as a kid. So most people, it's either Jack and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank. For me, it was the Rayman games, Rayman 1, 2 on PS1.
What a hipster!
Probably never even heard of it.
Yeah.
Wait, that's false.
No, just go on.
Anyway, it was really, really fun, and the gameplay holds up. Because it's really simple, right? Like, it's just a regular platformer, you collect guns and stuff, and you just shoot stuff. You collect coins, like their version of coins, to buy power-ups later on in the game. The story is really good, the characters are well done, and it's just refreshing because, like, after the fact that, like, nobody makes, like, 3D platformers among AAA studios that much anymore, because they just, like, kind of wore that shit out in, like, PS2. So, it was nice to play that again. But I recommend it. It's only $40 too, so it was really cheap. But yeah, Uncharted. I think that, without spoiling anything, so I played all of the Uncharted games, right? I've played Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, Uncharted 4, I guess now, and Uncharted Golden Abyss, the PSP version. All of them.
Heard of it.
I've also played The Last of Us, and I played all of those games also on the hardest difficulty too, right? So like, as far as the fighting mechanics goes, I think I'm pretty fleshed out. This was kind of weird because they try to make the same fast-paced Uncharted feel with The Last of Us slowness and game engine. Like, I remember in the older games, if you wanted to reload, you do that super fast. You could do that in like a split second. I don't know if you remember, Arvinder. You'd just be hanging on from a cliff and then you just reload in like half a second and just go back to shooting.
Yeah.
This one, it actually takes time and it makes it feel realistic. When I was playing Crushing, I really felt like I was one man versus like an army, and that's a feeling that they try to get, and that's actually like the most enjoyable part of this game to me. Like, the Crushing was
handed to you.
Yeah, no, but it was what I wanted. It was like one of those like 80s action movie flicks, like Die Hard.
Yeah.
But like, it was actually like, at least like believable. It wasn't like I was just running through and shooting everything, because in like Crushing in the older games, you would just hang, throw a grenade, and then shoot with your pistol. You would never use your like long gun, right?
Well,
never use
the long gun is just, it's harder to get headshots.
Yeah, but in this game, I think it's easier to get headshots, but the reticles and stuff are better. The enemy AI is so much better. They rush at you if you're hiding, right? They never used to do that in the older games. And they love grenades. They just keep throwing them and throwing them and throwing them. It's crazy.
I hate those grenades.
But they also pulled a lot of stuff from the PS Vita game for Golden Abyss, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Like what?
Like, so the quick time fighting, that's really similar to that game. It might have been there in the other Uncharted games, but it really felt reminiscent of that one. Because it was
Uncharted 3.
Yeah, but like, this one felt a lot more like that game than Uncharted 3's was. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna spoil anything, so I'm not gonna talk about it anymore.
Oh, good.
But yeah, so it's nice to see that, because they didn't make Golden Abyss, right? Sony Ben did.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. As far as a story, I don't know if I really like the story of this Uncharted that much. I like the characters a lot. Like, so much. The dialogue is really, really good. That Nolan North Troy Baker dialogue, that's 10 out of 10. That's literally on point. That's like two of the best voice actors in the business.
Yeah, I've never really felt that like Uncharted story was ever that great. It's just that they had really good characters, so you didn't really care that the story was kind of mediocre.
No, but like, the story for Golden Abyss is one of the best ones, I think. Because it's short, and because it's handheld, right? But they didn't really devote many resources to that. But like, so the crux of that one is that they're looking for secret gold in Panama. I guess Drake spends a lot of time in Panama. And then it turns out that the gold is radioactive. Like, in the other games, it was like superstition and stuff, like a bunch of random crap. But that was really good because it like actually tied up the endings really nicely. Mm-hmm. And this game kind of does that. Uncharted 2 did that. Uncharted 1 did that. Uncharted 3 was kind of iffy.
Hey, well, I like that part where it was like, oh, did Sully die? Oh no, he didn't. No, he didn't. He's fine. Okay.
It's just like, that game was just Deus Ex Machinas all over.
Hey man, they had to make you fight against some supernatural things, okay?
Yeah, no, but like, okay.
You're about to, it sounds like you were about to spoil something and you caught yourself.
No, I wasn't. I was just laughing.
Alright.
So, the thing is, in this game, the villains are really, really good. Like, I love these villains more than any of the other Uncharted villains.
Well,
except maybe Navarro. Navarro is just a badass.
No, freaking Navarro, that was like the dumbest thing ever. It's like, oh wait, it's the last like 30 minutes of the game. Oh wait, no, I'm the bad guy now.
That was great. You didn't expect it. You were like, Navarro is just like the secondary bad guy, and like Roman was like fucked up at the end. That was great.
I guess they got you, but like at the same time I was like, maybe I didn't want to be got.
No, but that game had really good villains too, like Eddie Raja. Eddie Raja was great. But point is, this game, like Raph, whatever, and Nadine, dude, you're gonna love this ending because these villains are really well done. The characters are the best part of this game, easily. Like, the writing for the characters are on point. And so Amy Hennig, right? She did the other.
We don't need to get into.
I'm not getting into
Hennig
politics.
thing.
I'm not gonna get into the politics.
All right.
But, so Amy Hennig made the other Uncharted games, right? She wrote the story for them and the Jack and Daxter story. And you can tell that this is kind of different because it doesn't have the same touch,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's a lot more focus on characters here. There's a lot more focus on like dialogue here. The dialogue was always great in Uncharted games, but this one is just on a completely different level between all of the characters, right? And you actually feel like you're just in a gang with like your friends in this game. And
gang of friends.
Usually in the other games, right, all the dialogue happened in cutscenes or with one other person, right, in the game. And it was just you by yourself, kind of. But in this game, they really incorporate that. And it's great to see and it's refreshing.
Well, that's because they were like, yo, people really like the parts where Joel and Ellie just talk to each other. Let's do more of that.
Yeah, so that's why I think the guys who worked on this story did really well. But on the other side, the story is really tropey. Like, really tropey. And I think Amy Hennig was good at, like, using the tropes in a good way. Like, you wouldn't really notice the tropes because you would be having so much fun in the other Uncharted games. But you see that here. So, that was my pick. Otherwise, gameplay is nice. Graphics are nice. I want to give this an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 maybe.
No, we don't. No, nope. Cutting that part out. We don't do number scores.
I'll give this
No. Then how would you rate or rank the games? Like all the Uncharted games.
So Uncharted 2 was the best one, easily.
2 was the best one, okay.
Uncharted 1 was underrated, but I would say that this and Uncharted 1 are like tied, and Uncharted 3 is like below that. And Golden Abyss, I'm not gonna count that because you can't really compare like a handheld like spin-off game to like these games for like the fullness. It just wouldn't be fair. As a handheld game, that would be like one of the best handheld games I've ever played. But like, it's definitely not like Uncharted. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like the handheld game sucks.
No, it's literally like top 5 handheld games I've ever played in my life. But Uncharted 2 was probably my favorite one. Uncharted 4 is really good though. Pretty dope.
Speaking of really good, Mommy, what did you do this week?
Yo, absolutely nothing.
Damn. Well,
dude.
Alright then, instead, why don't you tell us about how you're preparing for, or how you prepared for Obama?
Oh yeah, so Obama's coming to town.
Yeah.
Obama's coming to Rutgers because he's going to be the commencement speaker at graduation. So, yeah. So, the stadium holds like 50,000 people, and they basically sold out all the tickets. So, tomorrow, like 50,000 people are going to be on this dinky little ass of a town. And I can't imagine the logistics of it because the stadium is on like a really small, like 2-lane road.
What a good road.
It's
right?
such a shitty road.
And I'm pretty sure like they're going to shut down like an entire road or like a good section of it. So I'm going to be like stuck at home tomorrow, basically.
Well, that's not the worst thing.
At least you're not like in campus housing, you know?
Yeah.
That would actually be ass. You probably couldn't even park, to be honest.
Yeah, remember when we had our graduation and we found parking like really close by?
Yeah.
And now everyone's probably going to be like completely boned. They're going to be parking on like other campuses.
Yeah, probably. They're going to like cordon off all the fucking parking lots.
Yeah, they're probably going to just run shuttles or something.
Dude, it's going to be such a shit show. I can't. Oh my.
We might have died or almost died in the heat, but at least we got to park close.
Worth it.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, well, good luck with Obama. Alright, well, we're gonna go on a break.
Wait, I want to talk about one last thing that I did.
Alright, well, how about we ask the panel if they want to hear it?
Wait, can I talk about...
No.
Let me just say the subject.
Like actually asleep.
See, there you go. There's your answer. You can talk about it to us separately and not on the podcast.
Or not even after we get back. Yeah.
Well, no, I was saying just like don't talk about it on the podcast. You can talk to us about it later if you really need to get it out of your system.
Nah, that's fine. I can talk about it next week.
No, then you're just gonna add on. No, shut up. Alright, we'll be back with the news.
We're back?
No, be like, and we're back.
And we're back!
Not you!
We're back?
Oh my, alright, well, we're back. Let's get started with the news.
Maybe you should do like...
hold on, let me pull up the news thing.
Oh yeah, wait, let me pull up the news thing. This'll be into.
This is the part that's like
Hold
the
up, let
least
me
useful.
put up the news thing.
Because all you guys do is draw dumb things.
No, but it keeps me into it.
Alright, great. Okay. Well, let's start off with how Nvidia revealed their new graphics cards.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm like,
GTX
oh,
1080 and 1070.
Didn't they do that last week?
Yeah, but we didn't talk about it last week because it happened like after we recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. So these things are pretty much like amazing, at least so far from what we heard about it. They seem amazing because they're
it's like supposedly better than the GTX Titan.
Yeah.
But we don't have any like real benchmarks yet, so we're not sure if like Nvidia is like talking out of their ass or it's actually like better than GTX Titan.
Yeah, because what if they're like, well, when we tested it, it was better, huh?
Wait, when does the 980
computers?
When did the 980 Ti come out? Last year?
What do I look like?
A year and a half ago?
Okay, so it's about 2 years ago. Like, it will be 2 years ago when this actually goes on sale, right?
This launches at the end of May.
So it's gonna be, I guess that's kind of soon. But yeah, I mean, 2 years is enough for a lot of improvements in like GPU capability, right?
So the 980 came out September 2014.
Mm-hmm.
The TI came out. Actually, the Titan X came out March 2015.
Oh.
Wait, so when does this thing come out?
At the end of May.
Soon?
Oh, damn.
Like at the end of May, beginning of June.
Still probably not worth it to upgrade, though.
Right now, probably not. Unless you're someone who's using a lot of VR stuff, I don't think it's worth it. But the nice thing is that they're launching these cheaper than how they normally launch their graphics.
Yeah, I was surprised.
It's because of that new technology, right?
Pascal.
Yeah, they're like, well, this is just better, so everything's gonna be cheaper now since it uses less stuff because of heatsink or something. I don't know. I didn't get that far into reading.
Because of heatsink.
Yeah, because like it produces less heat, so less fans, so less stuff to put on there.
It's a smaller sized chip.
Yeah, because they're like, let's put more stuff onto here.
Didn't Nvidia like release last year? Oh no, AMD released the Nano last year, right? So
was it last year? I think it was this year.
It was recent, right? The Nano.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that like if AMD's at that point, then you would have assumed that like that Nvidia was pretty close too. And at least from what I remember from like compilers in college, which was like 2 years ago, GPU movement is really, really fast. And it's just kind of crazy that like we're like, I guess we might be in the golden age of GPUs. I mean, we probably started that when like people were buying PS3s to do like scientific research, and then they were like, hey, PS3 is a shitty GPU, but like
when they made those NASA computers out of the PS3s.
Yeah.
Well, this is cheaper to just buy a bunch of PS3s, so why don't we just do that? Yeah, this is actually really cool, especially since like a lot of people who are playing VR stuff, they're like, well, the frame rate's great, resolution kind of sucks. So hopefully this will actually fix that problem and make things run a lot better. And then you can be like, oh man, the VR world is a real world to me now.
Real word. Did you read on any of the features of the new card?
No, what do I look like, a reader?
Card have a feature?
Huh?
How does a card have a feature? It just processes stuff, right?
No. But like, there's this one thing that I find really cool. If the developer supports it, you can take a screenshot in game, but then move the camera around freely.
Oh, damn!
To like see other parts of that.
All right, that's actually really awesome.
Wait, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
So like a 3D screenshot?
Yeah.
Basically, but then you're like, I don't know.
That sounds stupid.
I don't know, man. I think
aren't they gonna have to render everything else then?
Well,
like if you're gonna take a screenshot, everything has to be rendered, even the stuff you're not looking at.
It's probably bigger than just like a regular video. It's like how iPhone has like those GIFs now that they save as images. You know, they take the first 50 seconds, the next 15 seconds. It's probably like the same idea. It's not like a screen capture. It's more like a fluid video.
Yeah, but I think it's dependent on the developer to implement.
Right.
You mean like?
So basically, it won't happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
But as of now, there's like 6 or 7 titles that support it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, one of them being like I think Witcher 3. I think that was in one of the demos.
Wait, what was
That's just like Witcher 3.
Okay.
But that just seems kind of dumb, to be honest.
I don't know, man. I spent a lot of time.
That sounds fucking cool.
I spent a lot of time in the photo mode for Uncharted 4, so.
How many photos do you take?
Because, like, you can just. It pauses the game and you can just look around and everything.
Yeah, but like, why?
Because the game looks really good and I just wanted to look
That's
around.
not exploding.
It doesn't have to explode.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I just wanted to look because everything looks so good. So I would just like stop and I'll be like zooming in and I would like remove Drake from the scene so I can look around and see what it actually looks like.
It sounds like you're enjoying the game wrong.
Alright, don't be a hater, okay?
Don't be a hater.
Yeah, don't be a hater.
Don't be a hater.
Speaking of...
David Hater?
No. No, I actually have, I can't think of even a bad transition for this, but Fallout 4 is getting mod support on the Xbox starting later this month, because they're gonna have the closed beta and release the mod kit. So we'll see what they can actually do with the mods on consoles, because, like, you know, isn't it weird? Because what if there's, like, copyrighted stuff? What are they gonna do? They just not allow that?
I feel like Xbox is returning it.
Yeah. So, like, let's say someone's like, I'm going to add this, I don't know, character.
Lucky Dog.
No, shut up. It's like, well, I'm going to add this character from another IP. Like, let's say I'm going to add Finn from Star Wars into Fallout.
I was going to say Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, no, no. Just like, I want to add Finn from Star Wars into Fallout. On PC, you can do that because you, like, it's just, you're doing it on your own. You're downloading it yourself and you're putting it in there on your own. You can't do that on the Xbox. That's like an actual feature in the game. So, like, what if someone's like, well, that's great that you're doing that, but, like, that's our stuff, and you're giving that to other people for free. You know what I mean?
They probably would rely on people's comments to report it.
Alright, well, let's see how that actually works, because, I don't know. But, you know, freaking more consoles becoming PCs. Don't get me started on that again.
Why?
Because I always get mad about it.
Oh, because you don't like things being better?
No, I don't. The thing is, no, I see what you did. You're trying to get me there. I'm not gonna get mad. Let's move on to happier things, like the
what?
new Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer.
Oh my god, dude. I didn't watch the trailer, but I saw the designs, and like, what's with the bat? And what's with the tiger thing?
It looks more like a lion, man. It's got the big mane.
Shit, dude.
They're not the same thing at all.
Yeah, they are.
I've seen that design somewhere before.
The lion?
Yeah.
Entei.
Pyroar. What's the evolution of Litleo? Pyroar. Yeah, there you go.
Yo, Pyroar is cool as fuck.
But I actually really like that weird bat thing.
I don't. I like the lion, dude.
Nah, always go with the moon. But that's just because, like, you know me with the moon.
Whoa, why are they all 3D now?
Where's this guy, man?
You're like 2 years late on this one.
Whoa,
well, actually, it's like 3 years late on this. Alright, yeah, but other than that, they also just improved the normal graphics of the game. Because, like, the characters look
so now it'll have even worse frame rate?
Well, maybe. But the characters look less like chibi versions of the characters and like more like what they would actually look like.
Chibi?
Yeah, chibi. But the new starters, it's the grass owl, the fire kitten, and the water seal.
Honestly, all starters nowadays are like stupid as fuck looking, so I have to see what they turn into.
I'm back to classics. Make Pokemon great again.
I don't know, man. I always like the grass types, so.
Ash Ketchum 2016.
Yeah, well, I always like the grass types in the other ones, and I do like
I just mean that they look stupid as, like, the little forms. They're always, like, fucking 2-year-old looking.
Well, yeah, that's because, like, all the little kids like that cute shit, and all the adults like that cute shit, so they're like, oh, look at that thing. Oh.
Shut up. You just sound weird.
Well, that's what they do. Oh,
Is that what they sound like too?
That's what they sound like to me, yeah. And I'm like, guys, shut the hell up. And then they're like, we're gonna sell all these plushies. And guess what? They sell a lot of them. And then Pokemon's like, yeah, money, give me that money. And then that's how it goes.
Printing money.
Yeah. So even though you don't like it, they just seem to be doing really well.
Do kids still like Pokemon?
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
No.
because you can like start with any Pokemon game. You don't need to know about the old ones. They're all exactly the same. You don't need to know about the old ones, and they're easy as fuck. So pretty much anything that kids can get into, and they probably watch the shitty TV show still. So you know, and they revert Ash to like an idiot at the start of every season. So
is Ash Ketchum still like 12 years old?
No, he's 10. He's still 10.
Oh.
Yeah. And at the start of each season, he always makes stupid mistakes that, you know, he clearly knew in like the end of the last season when he was in the Pokemon League.
Dude, he should just take his army of Pokemon and just like rampage.
I don't know, man. That anime is real dumb now. So
now.
Well, it was dumb before, but like when you compound the dumb, it just gets worse.
I think it was always kind of dumb.
Well, yeah, but that's why I said the getting worse thing.
I mean, at the beginning it was kind of believable because like he never made those mistakes before.
Speaking of getting worse, Disney shutting down the Disney Infinity games and stuff, where they,
oh no,
you know, that was the one where they had the real toys, and you put the toys on the thing, and you play as a toy in the game.
Was that Skylanders?
Skylanders started it, but Disney made their own thing.
Skylanders Swamp.
It's like the Wii U, but you know, they have actual games that these characters can be played in, whereas the Wii U amiibos are just like extra add-on stuff that are in games. Like these games are based around those toys. So kids apparently really like them, but all of a sudden, in the last 2 years, these things have kind of just like dwindled, and I guess they're just not like printing money like they used to. So they're like, all right, we're shutting you down. You're done.
Well, kids have amiibo, Legos, Skylanders. Like something's got to give, you know.
So Disney Infinity was the first one to go?
Yeah, I mean, Disney Infinity was also kind of shit, judging from the Reddit comments.
I don't know, man. Oh, wow. That's a really good way to judge things.
So they had, like, actual flaws. Like, you couldn't use them between games. You couldn't use the different figures in between games sometimes. Mm-hmm. And so that's huge. Like, if I buy... Like, you could use all the Lego guys in, like, all the games, right?
Well, yeah, the one game.
Yeah, and you can use, like, Skylanders in all the games,
okay, you can't actually use all the Skylanders in all the games. But, actually, can you?
Actually...
I'm not sure. Because, like, some of the later ones, they all had, like, different... Like, you could take them apart and put extra ones together, so I don't know if you can use all of them.
Oh, my God. You have to go into details for everything?
What? I'm just saying... You're not necessarily right just because you read the freaking Reddit comments.
Nah, dude, he's well informed now.
All right, well,
the entirety of Reddit as well.
Yeah. So speaking of, Microsoft is finally enabling an unlocked frame rate in their Windows 10 games.
Oh yeah.
So you no longer have to be stuck at 60 FPS.
But the human eye can't see past 30 frames per second.
Hey, don't worry about it. All right?
How much can the human eye see?
I don't know.
Wait, I should know this. Oh.
No, you don't. Shouldn't.
Yeah, I should. My second major was on perception.
Oh, well, that's great. But you know what else is great?
What?
Dark Souls 3 was the highest seller in the Dark Souls series.
Makes sense. It was a good game.
Yeah. So far, they've already shipped 3 million copies. That's shipped, not sold, which means that like stores have them, and they'll eventually go through that stock. So it'll probably sell 3 million at least by the time it's done selling shit. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot more than Dark Souls 1 apparently sold 1.2, and Dark Souls 2 I think did about the same or a little bit more. I'm not sure if the numbers are correct in this Polygon article.
Well, I mean, Dark Souls 2 was Lucas's favorite, so it's gotta be better.
Yeah, that's true.
Was Dark Souls 2 still like a niche kind of game, or was it like popular?
I mean, it was Demon Souls was super niche, and then Dark Souls...
It was Japanese.
Well, then Dark Souls came out, and then people were like, oh, wait, this shit is really good. And then by the time Dark Souls 2, they were like, well, it's pretty much Dark Souls 1, just like more of that stuff, kind of. At least that's what they were selling it as, so it did do well in the mainstream audiences because they knew about.
But was it like an anticipated release?
Not nearly as much as Dark Souls 3.
Then Bloodborne came out.
Yeah,
because
Bloodborne
was a Sony exclusive, right? And back then, still now, Sony doesn't have any PS4 exclusives. So a lot of people who had like PS4s were really looking forward to it because at that point they only had like Killzone and like Hack and like good games, but nothing like really great.
Yeah,
and
Sony put a lot of money into the marketing for Bloodborne, which meant it got to a lot of people when they found out about the studio. And then,
so then that kind of set the stage for Dark Souls 3.
Pretty much. They were like, well, Bloodborne was great. And all the people who were like, man, Dark Souls was good, but like Dark Souls 2 wasn't great. So then they all came back and then the marketing money came up and then everything just fell into place for this.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny because they were starting Dark Souls 3 development before Bloodborne came out, right? Like a long time before Bloodborne came out.
I don't know.
Because we saw that E3 trailer before Bloodborne came out, remember?
It came out, I don't remember at this point.
Yeah,
so but maybe not.
Well, I mean, they definitely would have had to start development on Dark Souls 3, like, while they're doing Bloodborne, right? So they probably already had a good idea that Bloodborne was going to be good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They probably made them that together because you can see that they use a lot of the same things, right?
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So when can we expect Dark Souls 4?
Well, Miyazaki was like, yeah, we're not going to make another one unless someone comes up with a good idea for it. Well, but he's like the lead person of that company right now, so
they'll just call it something different.
I just want them to make like Mech Souls or something.
Mech Souls.
Yeah, make it like sci-fi or something.
I hate mechs. Fuck that shit.
Because if you don't know, one of their bigger series before all the Soul stuff was
Armored Sword.
Yeah, not Armored Souls, Armored Core, which was a mech series. So hey, maybe they'll go back to something like that.
No, but like, man, what other settings are there that Dark Souls would work?
None.
Lucas is kind of mad.
There you go.
You salty, bruh?
Nothing will ever be as good.
No. Like,
and then you're gonna play it and you're gonna be like, wait, this is so much better than the last thing.
You know how he is. It's like, if it's old, it sucks.
Yeah.
It's new, it's gotta be better.
Pretty much.
At least you accept it, right?
You did.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I wouldn't mind, like, so there's a difference between, like, mechs in the super far future and, like, mechs in, like, somewhat far future. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's called Real Robot and, like, Super Robot.
Gundam robots?
No, Gundam robots are Real Robot. Super robots are like Gurren Lagann. Super Robot. Where, like, things don't have to make sense. They just happen.
Oh.
No, but, like, I like Gurren Lagann setting, man.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't make any sense. They just, like, things happen because they want them to happen.
That's fine.
All right, well,
yeah, but, like, it would be cool if it was, like, on a desolate... It's like that Transformers from, like, PS2 era.
Transformers Armada?
Yeah, the one with where you got, like, those mini-cons and stuff, and there'd be power-ups. That was a really good game. But yeah, oh my god, a Transformers Souls game would be pretty fun.
What the fuck?
Could you imagine, like, Optimus Prime?
No.
Versus, like...
Instead of hollowing, you slowly rust.
Yeah. Every time you die, you lose the money because you have to repair your mech.
Well, I mean, you'd just be fighting Unicron.
Alright, well, that's dumb. What? That wouldn't make sense. Unicron's a moon. Or the size of a moon.
No, he's the ultimate boss.
Alright, we're just gonna move on because that shit is dumb.
But, I really am happy for Dark Souls and stuff.
Yeah, everyone happy. Yay.
Yeah. Oh, wait. One thing I noticed, though,
what
is that... So Dark Souls is like Castlevania, right? Dark Souls is inspired by Castlevania.
Yeah.
The original 2D Castlevania.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
And Dark Souls inspired, like, Bloodborne and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But Dark Souls has also inspired a 2D Dark Souls called Death's Gambit. And also games like
so now, no. So you know how... Wait, don't worry.
So now we're going in full circle right now.
So, just like how Monster Hunter created the hunting genre, we just have a new genre of games that are going to be popping up.
But it's funny because like people like one of the things for Bloodstained, right, is that there isn't anybody that wants like Castlevania games, and that's why they don't make them anymore. They make like Castlevania Lords of Shadows and stuff. You know what I mean, right?
Well, now they make pachinko Castlevania games.
Alright, Mo.
Don't you know about erotic violence?
No, I don't.
Hit the lever.
But the point is that, like, I'm kind of happy to see that sort of comeback into those type of games because they're fun. That's just something I found interesting. And I hope Bloodstained isn't, like, the only one. I hope the Castlevania genre comes back, too.
That's...
dude, it's the era of the...
Yeah, it's the era of the Souls games, man.
So you know how, like, everything has, like, retro periods? So, like, now the 90s are becoming, like, retro. Before, like, 5 years ago, like, the 80s were retro. Now the 90s are slowly getting retro. Like, 90s games, 90s music and stuff.
Wait, I feel like 90s have been retro for a very long time.
No, it's just...
90s became retro when it became the year 2000.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit.
No.
The fucking 90s kids shit has been going on for like 300 years.
No, that's different. What I'm talking about is like, so certain styles like, acid wash jeans and stuff, and Hotline Miami, the music that was
Frosted tips.
Far Cry Blood Dragon, those are all like throwbacks to like the 80s because like people like that shit like when those things came out. Soon you might see stuff for the 90s.
Yeah, because the people that were like kids in the 90s, they're becoming the adults.
Yeah, so now we're gonna get this Castlevania games. We're gonna get those cool games.
Yeah, like Ukulele, the return of Banjo-Kazooie.
Like, a lot of the indie music now that's really popular.
You don't need to get into that.
It's like...
No,
90s.
You're done. You're out. Cut, right here. Stop.
Speaking of shit.
Well, I was gonna talk about the new Phoenix Wright game, but Ray's not here, so we don't need to.
Go into that was the right decision, Arvinder.
Yeah.
Have you watched the anime yet?
No, I'm not gonna watch that.
Yeah, dude, don't. It's dog shit.
Well, that's because like they forgot to put in money.
No, they forgot to animate.
Yeah, there was no money. They were just like, well, we got like a couple of dollars. You want to draw a couple of photos or like pictures?
So bad.
Yeah.
I saw one episode. I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yo, but speaking of bad, Street Fighter V, right? So Capcom was like, yo, we may have like, maybe done the launch poorly. I don't know. They were like, hey, maybe it's best to spend a little more time in developing and running a high quality title that will perform well globally. And they were like, well, and Street Fighter V needed more polish, like, lack of content, server issues, and all those kind of things.
Just being a good game.
The game part of it was always good.
Being something that I would want to play.
It's just that it lacked an entry point. No, it lacked an entry point for newcomers.
It lacked actually being fun.
Yeah, it lacked an entry point for the casual fighting game person.
Is that like what we're calling fun now?
Yes. It's like how Mortal Kombat has like a story mode that anyone can play, right? Like anyone can get into that game and go play the story mode and at least have a good time doing that.
It's like how Blaze Blue has the stylish mode. So everybody's like, damn, this looks cool.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, I just like things looking cool. Why don't I just make things look cool? But Street Fighter V was like, alright, so you know all the systems, you know all the supers, you know what ultras are, you know how to do links, you know how to do all those things. Well, if you don't, good luck.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So they're actually learning, or at least they're admitting that they're making mistakes.
They're admitting.
Yeah, we'll see if they figure that out after this. But
nah, dude, they're gonna start making pachinko machines.
Oh, please no.
Pull the lever.
So you know how Street Fighter V had a bad way of, or I should just say lack of penalties for cheaters, or at least the rage quitters. Overwatch is going to have crazy penalties for cheaters because if you get caught cheating in Overwatch, you're banned permanently.
Good.
Like, just you do it once, you're done.
That's like, no, so Max Payne 3 had the best, method for handling, cheaters, I thought. And that was just isolating all the cheaters to their own server. So you could only play with other cheaters.
Yeah, well, a lot of games do that too.
Dota 2 does that as well.
Yeah. So wait, I don't know why.
Jail.
I don't know why games don't do that because that's actually fun. Like
getting thrown into shitty mode.
They'll still buy hats.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, they will still buy cosmetic stuff,
Yeah.
and they will still have.
Well, this
It's
isn't
like a true NDA.
Yeah, well, this isn't Valve, man. This is Blizzard. They're right on top of that shit. You can't mess with them. You try to break their rules, you're done.
Wait, Overwatch is Valve?
No, Overwatch is Blizzard. Because, they're not.
Well, Max Payne was Rockstar.
Yeah, but fucking. Yeah, but that's all the news this week.
Wait, we're not going to talk about the NX?
What?
No.
What about the NX?
So, early rumors are stating that it's not going to be an x86 console. That's from R Games.
What if
it's ARM. Maybe.
It's gonna be ARM. So like shitty.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah. So completely shitty.
What the fuck? Didn't they learn their lesson from like Microsoft Surface, the first one?
The first Microsoft Surface. Oh my god.
RT. No apps.
Nobody bought that shit, and nobody's gonna buy this NX because you would have thought that Nintendo would have learned their lesson.
All right, let's save the talking shit to when we find out the real stuff, and then we'll go full into talking shit. All right?
Yeah, I can't wait. I hate Nintendo.
Okay, all right, calm down. Calm down. Don't be a hater. That's completely different.
No, I don't hate Nintendo. I have a DS. I have a 3DS, and I buy games.
All right, well, here are the games that are coming out this week. Not a lot, so we'll get through them very quickly. May 17, Homefront: The Revolution for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. This is a sequel to Homefront, which
was that the shitty the North Korea invasion?
It was the game that's pretty much copying Red Dawn.
Wait, it's the last game of the people who made Saints Row, right?
No. So Homefront was... The development cycle for Homefront was really, really weird. It went through like several companies, so who knows like what part was done by who. But in this game, it's not gonna just be like a linear Call of Duty. But this game is like an open world game where it takes place in like Pennsylvania or some shit. So
it's open world game,
and it's like you're.
Is it procedurally generated as well?
No.
I'm glad that I'm really glad that we're getting to the end game.
No. This is in Pennsylvania, so they have to make it look like the real Pennsylvania at least a little bit.
Like where in Pennsylvania though?
I don't know.
Oh, so
probably in like Philly because it takes place in the city.
Like, is this like a new trend by the Division? Just making really nice looking like scenery, but like kind of shitty gameplay.
Hey, you don't know what the gameplay's bad.
You know it's probably gonna be.
No, it could be good. Who knows? Because it's got like vehicles and stuff going on.
Shit! Drive? No.
You can play with 3 other people.
You know what Uncharted 4 has? What? Vehicles. You know what the shittiest part of Uncharted 4 is? The vehicles.
Wait, I actually like those vehicles. They're like so loose.
No, but they're still not fun.
Oh, shit.
I like the looseness. Wait, you know what they're good for? You can get to that place faster.
Yeah, but then the map is just bigger.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, that one segment with the vehicles is really good.
Yo, next coming out, Wild Arms 3.
What?
Yeah, Wild Arms 3.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, Wild Arms 3.
All right. After that you say what it's coming out for, and then you give a little bit of a description of it. That's how this works.
Wild Arms 3 is coming out for PS4. Uh-huh. It's also called Wairodu Aravansedu S.
I'm sorry?
Okay.
That's the Japanese name.
This is when we cut you off and move on.
It's some RPG. I don't know.
You hear that? It's the sound of the editing coming.
So, Shadow of the Beast is coming out for PS4. This is a remake of a 1989 game.
Shadow of the Beast.
And this is a combat platformer. So, you're gonna like jump on stuff, and then you're gonna stab stuff.
Who made this game?
I don't know. I didn't really look that interesting to me.
Why you gotta yell, man? You can't be like normal. I don't know. Just look kind of interesting.
Heavy Spectrum Entertainment Labs.
Wow. Yeah. No,
have they even made games outside of this? Have they just been chilling since 1989, not making?
Well, I'm on the wiki page, right? And they don't have an entry, so.
All right.
Yo, it's a Sony IP.
Wait. They made Fuzzy Ball.
So Valkyria Chronicles Remastered for PS4.
The original Shadow of the Beast. was made by Reflections Interactive, but nobody cares about that. But the publisher was Psygnosis, which is Sony Computer Entertainment.
Oh,
that's why Sony's remaking this.
Because they're like, well, we someone was like going through their IPs and they're like, what the fuck is that?
We have this?
Yeah. And they're like, yo, we got these like startups that wanted to make a game or some shit. All right, just throw this at them. What is this dog?
Do you know that Sony Liverpool doesn't even make these type of platformers? They make Wipeout and Formula 1 games.
So
they make racing games.
So how's that gonna work out?
I don't know. Maybe you race in the game. That's what you love, right? Cars, vehicles.
I mean, you gotta be good vehicles, man. No, actually, you know, I just realized. You know why I like the cars and stuff in Uncharted? Because it reminded me of the freaking cars from, like, Jak 3.
What?
You know, did you ever play Jak 3?
Yeah, they were kind of cool.
Yeah, because they had, like, the same loose shit going on that those cars had. Oh.
I guess.
Alright, well, also coming out is Shadwen? SHADWEN.
Yo, you skipped something, though.
What? What did I skip?
Valkyria Chronicles?
No, I said that already. You guys just ignored me.
I think you cut out.
Oh, alright. Valkyria Chronicles Remastered for the PS4. Yay, Ray's not here to talk about it, so we'll just move on. So, Shadwen for PC and PS4. It's a stealth action game where you can't get detected at all. And if you do, you get captured, and that's like a game over state.
For Vita,
so this is like roguelike, but with stealth?
Yeah.
Shadwen?
Yeah, just don't fuck up. Always be in the shadows.
Yo, so for Vita, they're getting a fighting game remake, The Last Blade 2, which is actually a Neo Geo game, apparently. It looks pretty nice. It's like those, like Street Fighter 3. It's kind of old.
Fucking like SNK coming back. Yeah, I know what that game is. SNK coming back, and then they're just like, well, just throw all the shit out that we got. This is what they're doing?
Yo, the rating, when you Google it, 4.7 out of 5. Coolrom.com.
Okay. Alright. Finally, on May 18th, Hotaru no Nikki for the PC. This is a port of a Vita game where you play...
Is that Hotaru's Nikki or Nikki's
I don't know. Well, it would be Hotaru's Nikki.
Oh, Hotel Nick.
What?
Hotel Nick.
Alright, anyway,
it's called H-Toll NIQ. I always call it Hotel Nick. It's a Nippon Ichi game.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be really good.
This is, you play as a firefly where you guide a little girl around to do things.
But that already came out for Vita already.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a port of a Vita game.
Oh, Hotel Nick. That's pretty good. A lot of people like it on the Vita subreddit.
That's all the games coming out this week.
Oh, dude, no. Here, I'll read the setting. I'll read the setting for you.
Hotel Nick? Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
The story begins on December 31st, 1999, when a young amnesiac girl, the name of Leon, wakes at the bottom of the dark rivers in Desolate World. It sounds great.
I mean, I don't know why they had to give us the exact date.
That's just how these things work. I don't know why anime have to go like super in depth into the setting.
No, December 12th or whatever it was. Yeah, that's the
31st. 999.
My bad. Oh, that's because it's about to kick into the 10K.
So this is the last sentence of the setting. On her journey outwards, she finds unmanned machines, distorted vegetations, and bodies of dead children.
That's awful.
Just bodies of dead children.
What about bodies of just normal dead people?
Nah, children. It has to be little kids.
Whoever wrote this wiki page is pretty funny.
Alright, yeah, so that's it for everything. What do you guys have? What do you guys have for so that we can leave and end this?
Thanks, Obama.
Yo, I need to move
Thank you,
to
Lucas.
someplace with fiber internet.
You need to move?
To someplace with fiber internet?
Alright, good luck with that.
Wait, that's just like us, like 2 streets down. I mean, my lease ends anyway, so.
Well, thank you for that news.
Yeah. This is your weekly Shanks update.
Well, what do you have to say to end?
Epsilon Oxford time to play the Expo.
Okay, thank you, Lucas. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Shanks said time to go to the bus.